Hey, turn the damn microphone on. Hello. Hey, you know what? It's the birthday show. How you doing? Welcome to the Morning Night Live. You know what? It's Florida Man Friday, the first one I'm ever going to do. I might do one a month. I'm not going to do them every Friday, but I decided to make this a Florida Man Friday for my birthday because I want to keep it light. I want to bring in some new people. I want to make it fun for everybody. And, I'm just sick of talking about coronavirus. But you know what? I may talk about it tomorrow because now I've decided to do a stream tomorrow too. Because the planned trip to the cabin has been canceled. Yes, Lady Boomer and I talked about it. We said, maybe, I don't know. Maybe that's not a good idea. So I may spend my morning with you and my evening with my lovely wife, and that'll be my birthday. But today is the birthday show, and it's also Florida Man Friday. We got some good Florida Man stories. Thank you for Gunfox, because Gunfox gave me 5 right off the bat, and then I'll check the hashtag, and we'll just keep it fun today. Nothing too serious. I'm not going to talk about coronavirus, and that's all. See you after the intro, which is in 3, 2, 1. Bing! Ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live from the Lucky Dog studio in a hidden location somewhere in the upper Midwest of the United States of America, it's a brother making his own way but with all the wrong opinions. Welcome to the Morning Night Live with your host, yours truly, PDawg Night. And stop the music. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Morning Night Live. It's me, your host, PDawg Night, a.k.a. Marty. And happy April 3rd, 2020. And something weird today happened when I was getting up and getting my day started because, I go to UPS in the morning before I come do my show. And when I left to go to UPS, where I audit packages, it was like 50 degrees, 50. And when I'm leaving UPS, it's 28 degrees. It dropped almost, that's 20 some degrees overnight. And I'm like, what the hell? There was frozen ice. There was ice on my truck when I got out to it. I'm like, damn, what the hell? This is supposed to be my birthday weekend. It's not supposed to be like this. This is April. More proof of global warming. No, it's just weather. It's just weather. You can't make jokes like that because some people get upset when you make jokes like that. Hey! So this is the undaunted. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. It's the birthday show, and in the chat there'll be some links where you can go if you want to jump into the show for a minute or two. It's kind of an open mic day. It's a birthday show. It's Florida Man Friday, and thank goodness I have a few stories just ready to go, and I'm sure there'll be some in the hashtag, which is hashtag PDK News. I should probably have a little pop-up for that, right? But anyway, it is the birthday show. And so hopefully we'll have some fun today. And we're going to keep it simple. And Richo, thank you for enjoying my thumbnail today. Also, thank you, Becca Farley, who already put the tweet out before I did. And let's see, someone else did here. Looks like I got a notification that says, and Jay Wolf did it too. So I'm retweeting Jay Wolf and Becca Farley, who already put this out. Thank you, Necrosaw Collins, G Dubs, and that's everybody there. So. G Dubs, are you are you watching here today? I've seen your name a couple different times, and I really appreciate that you, if you like what we do, make sure you subscribe, because I don't know if you're already in my chat or not. But anyway, let's say good morning to everybody, because that's what we do every day here on the Morning Night Live. And first person in the chat today was Chi-Town Jay. Got here really early and gets the bell for being first. Good morning, Richo, my friend from down under. Yes, and he says happy 300th show. Yes, this is the 300th episode of the Morning Night Live. That's pretty exciting for me too. Also, good morning to Keenan. Grillin' Pirate Pete, Gunfox 61, Tyler F, Zero the Hero, Advocatus Diaboli, the Devil's Advocate. Let's see who else is here. We got Cynical Lindsay, Ricky Ravioli, Duck Dog, how you doing? Di Freighter with the little birthday. What are all these emojis? Little birthday cakes and I don't know what that. Oh, party balloons and looks like an ice cream cone or a horn or something. Anyway, that's pretty cool. Did I already say Zero the Hero? Good morning. Oh, yes, I did. Good morning, Zero the Hero. And thank you for the happy birthday wishes. Also, Beck Fairley's here, who already tweeted out the show. Thank you so much. Good morning, Jay Wolf. Rick, I said Rick really already. Now I'm starting to repeat myself. I just saw that anyone else new up in here? C. Thomas. Good morning. And with the requisite penis, but this one says penis in your face. I'm not feeling that one, brother. I'm sorry. You said it, but I ain't feeling it, and I refuse to feel it because that ain't my thing. If that's your thing, or not you personally, but for those of you who that might be your thing, I'm not judging you. I'm just saying it's not my thing. And good morning to Jaeger Pony. All right, that's everyone who's in the chat already. We're rolling. People are strolling, rolling, bumbling, fumbling into the chat. Oh, good morning, Sean. Yes, thank you. Happy non-birthday because it's tomorrow. Sean, is it your birthday tomorrow too? Or don't we share a birthday? There's 3 people in the show who share a birthday. I can't remember who the 3 are. For some reason, I think it's Sean. And there's someone else. Anyway, there's 3 of us in the chat, or between me and the chat, that share a birthday of the 4th. Good morning. What? The Philosopher Stoned Indefinitely. Wow, that's a new name. If you're new here, please remember to hit the subscribe button down below and ring the bell to make sure that you get notifications. You can also follow me on Twitter. Mine's at Gab right over there where it says Twitter. Mine's Gab at PDawg9. And just for today, well, for every day, you know that we do super chats through the Streamlabs link. It's in the chat down below. It pops up in the stream. It's in the chat. It's in the comment section or whatever that is down there. The box, whatever that box is down there. And then, well, it's right below my face here too, so you can't miss it. And that's where you do that, and you'll be a permanent part of the show. All right, let's get into. Well, let's just. Oh no, yours is December. Somebody shares a birthday. There's 2 people who share a birthday with me that we were just talking about that the other day, and I can't remember exactly who it is. But anyway, let's. Okay, so my goal today was to not talk about the coronavirus. Well, hello, Theater Wench Ginger. That's another new name. I'm seeing new names pop up, and I'm so happy. Wait, who's a peeping Tom? What the hell's going on here? Long-time lurker. Okay, thank you. That's good to know. I did not know that. Okay, so I'm glad you're here live. Good morning, John Connor, also. Yeah, by the way, a lot of you probably got notices today because I actually put this show up yesterday morning so that I'd make sure that because you usually get a notice a half hour ahead of the show. And if I set that up early enough, you'll get that notice. But a lot of times I just set up the show right like 5 minutes before I start it. And so that's why some of you don't get notices right away. It takes a while for YouTube, and I don't know what to do about that. But other than to set up shows early. But thank you for the merry unbirthday. Everyone's giving me it's my birthday's eve, right? And yesterday was the birthday Adam, and tomorrow's the actual birthday. But this is the birthday show. So that's okay because it's the birthday show. So we're gonna keep that going. All right, we're gonna start with Florida Man stories because that's what I said we would do today. I'm trying so hard not to blow a gasket with all this coronavirus stuff. Because oh gosh, can I do this? Can I do it? I don't know if I can do it or not. Okay, Chris Cuomo and Dr. Sanjay Gupta did an interview yesterday, and Chris Cuomo's talking about, saying he has this coronavirus, and okay, No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna go into Florida Man. Let's start with Florida Man because Gunfox has really been doing a great job of sending me stuff, and I part of my day to day will be saying thank you to Gunfox. Thank you, John Connor, for the happy birthday. Fantastic. Also, and poor Florida. So anyway, we'll start with our Florida Man stories today. Now some of these are not super new, but they're not super old. Well, they're old enough, but they're Florida Man stories, and you gotta love a good Florida Man story. You could easily get me to talk about. Oh, come on. I know you could, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna try to avoid it. Anyway, this one apparently police say that the belly button stored a meth stash. Drug wedged deep in 380-pound man's cavity. This is, oh my goodness. Good morning, Smarty Bear. And TC Ball. What I like feet. What T Thomas? It's a fact that PDawg Knight likes feet? What?
How dare you?
What the? Anyway, all right, happy birthday. Thank you, Smarty Bear. All right, November 18th, following his arrest for possession of a hypodermic needle containing methamphetamine, a 380-pound Florida man was hit with an additional felony charges after jail personnel discovered a bag of meth wedged deep within the belly button cavity of the defendant, according to a court affidavit. I love me a good Florida man story. Police responding late Fridays to a suspicious person call placed by employees of a McDonald's in Clearwater arrested Martin Skelly when the search of the 41-year-old St. Peter's residence turned up the loaded needle. Following Skelly's collar for possession of narcotics and drug paraphernalia, cops asked him if he was in possession of any other contraband, since he could face additional charges if he brought illegal items into the county jail. Seen above, Skelly denied having any additional contraband on his person. Well, he didn't lie. There was no contraband on his person. Apparently, there was contraband in his person. Oops, that was the wrong one. That should have been... you know what? I added some of these new sounds. It's this one. Nope, that's not it. Oh my God, what am I doing? I meant to do... there we go. All right, now... However, during the intake possession at the jail, Skelly was subjected to a thorough body search that resulted in the discovery of a small plastic bag containing 2.7 grams of meth. A jail deputy reported that the baggie was wedged deep within the belly button cavity of the 5'8" defendant. 380 pounds, 5'8". Holy smokes. Anyway, after the meth stash was found at about 1:45 a.m. Saturday, Skelly reportedly told an investigator, "I was just being dumb and not thinking." Oh, you weren't thinking. Is that what it was? Yeah, right. Okay. Discovery of the hidden meth resulted in 2 additional felony charges being filed against Skelly, introducing contraband to a correctional facility and narcotics possession. He is locked up in lieu of a $9,000. Okay, his bail is $9,150. I really wondered how they came up with that, but okay, that's a funny one. All right. The news story had so many pounds it threw PDawg off his game. Oh, come on, man.
How dare you?
Can you tell I got a new sound effect? Anyway. All right, well, that was a fantastic story. Thank you, Gunfox. That's a good one to start off with the On the Morning Night Live. I really appreciate that. All right, we're going to keep going, though. Florida Man story number 2. Wait a minute. Before I do that, just a reminder. The Morning Night Live is brought to you by you, the viewers of The Morning Night Live. This show is sponsored by viewers just like you. Support the show with your donations and have your super chats read live on the show. you can click that little link in the chat or so on and so forth. But don't put yourself in jeopardy. I know this is trying times. Hopefully everyone's doing okay. And so should cool it with the shill. Anyway. So I'm guessing he hit it under his front button. No, they said it his belly button. His belly button, he hit it. What was it? 2.5 grams. Is that what it was? What was it here? 2.7 grams. That's not a whole lot of anything. But hey, if it was hydrochloroquine, 2 grams could kill you. So doctors out there, make sure you don't prescribe 2 grams at a time. Anyway, all right, moving on. Florida man story number 2. We got more. Oh, but this is actually a Florida woman story. Wait, how many? I thought I had 5 stories here. That was 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, they're all there. Okay. This is a Florida woman story. Are you ready? Here we go. Florida woman pulls a foot-long alligator out of yoga pants during a traffic stop. Oh my gosh, we got meth in the belly button and an alligator in her yoga pants. Ma'am, sir, that's not an alligator. Anyway, good morning, RVA. How you doing? All right, Punta Gorda, Florida. It's not every day an alligator is pulled out of someone's pants during a traffic stop, but that's exactly what one Florida woman did, according to local authorities. Well, now, the question is, was she a woman before the alligator ended up in her yoga pants? Oh, anyway. 2 Charlotte County Sheriff's deputies watched a woman pull a foot-long alligator out of her yoga pants Monday morning. She also had dozens of turtles hidden in a backpack. Maybe she's trying to have a reptile farm. Okay, according to the sheriff's office report, the deputies were handling traffic enforcement in Punta Gorda, Florida, when they observed a blue 2013 Chevrolet pickup truck blow through a stop sign around 3:15 a.m. Gee, I wonder if she was drunk. Anyway, the deputies pulled the vehicle over and approached a man driving the truck with a female passenger. The man, identified as 22-year-old Michael Cody Clemens, did not have his driver's license on him, but provided his vehicle registration and proof of insurance. Well, that's good. That's, we can give him a good for him that he had his insurance. Oh, that didn't work. Uh-oh. All right, we're having problems with the sound effects. Anyway. Oh. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Where did that come from? Anyway, the deputy then asked the pair if they would open up their backpacks to make sure they hadn't collected any protected wildlife. Clemens' bag contained clothes and other personal items, but when Marshawn Lequire opened her bag, authorities discovered 41 3-striped turtles in her possession. 41 turtles. Yes, is that similar to a banana in the tailpipe? I ain't falling for no banana, no tailpipe. When the pair were taken out of the vehicle, deputies asked Marshawn Lequire if she had anything else on her, and that's when she pulled an alligator out of her yoga pants. She placed it at the bed of the truck. Authorities contacted the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission, who took over the investigation. Well, just in case any of you think of carrying an alligator in your yoga pants, I'm going to suggest that you don't get pulled over by police. I just don't get it. Holy moly. That's a good one. That's another good one. All right. Let's check our next story here. It is, by the way, if you're just getting here, it is the birthday show and our very first Florida Man Friday. If you have a good Florida Man story, you can tweet it to the hashtag PDK News, and I'm just gonna roll through the funny stories today. It's gonna be lighthearted. You could get me to bitch about all the Corona madness, but tomorrow I'll probably do that, since I am going to do an impromptu bonus show on the actual date of my birthday. But this is the birthday show, so let's just go with that. Here's another Florida. Oh, this is a Florida woman too. Oh, let me close all this extracurricular ad stuff here real quick. And here we go. This is GPD Gainesville, which is in Florida. Woman robs Arby's and calls a cab. Oh my gosh. A Gainesville woman was arrested Sunday after police say she robbed a Gainesville Arby's restaurant at gunpoint. Kashunti L. Taylor, 20, of whatever her address is there, was arrested and charged with robbery with a firearm, according to an arrest report, after she pointed a gun at the clerk and took more than $200 from the restaurant. Taylor, wearing all black... Oh, that's not on the screen, is it? Here, let's make this so you can see it. Taylor, who was wearing all black clothing and a red cloth on her face, entered the Arby's restaurant at 3960 Southwest Archer Road Sunday about 9 a.m., the report said, then pointed a handgun at the clerk and demanded money from the registers. The clerk opened the 3 registers and gave Taylor about $300, the report said. Taylor fled in a cab. In a cab! Which an officer stopped 2 blocks east in the same shopping plaza. Okay, so if you're gonna... Okay, so she took a cab and at 2 blocks east in the same shopping plaza, that's where the police picked her up. Okay. Taylor was in the back seat of the cab with the weapon and $219 taken from the business, the report said. She was taken to the Alachua County Jail where she was held Monday. So maybe I'm going to make a suggestion. If you're a potential or future bank robber, perhaps that's what you went to school for, advanced bank robbery. Well, if you went to school for it, you probably would be smarter than to try to get away in a cab. But if you're going to rob anything, particularly a McDonald's in Gainesville, Florida, or an Arby's, this was an Arby's, make sure that you get at least a little extra separation before you call your cab. Oh my gosh. Did you look at the mugshot? She's so ugly the police could use it to scare the mice and rats away. Yeah, she was, it's maybe indicative of her capacity for making good decisions. I don't know. That's not the greatest mugshot. Hello, Larry. Hey, Larry. How you doing? All right. And again, if you're just getting here, it's Florida Man Friday. We're going to take some lighthearted news and have just a little bit of a laugh with everybody here. Also, if you have a Florida Man story and you want to be the one to tell it, I think the link's in the show or is it in the chat? Is there a link in the chat yet? Yeah, if you scroll through the chat, it is open mic day also. There's a link if you want to get in line. Remember to add your name and turn on your mic before entering the studio, and then I'll just pull you in as you want, in order. Get in the queue if you want to jump on the mic today. We're going to do that today too. So just have some fun. Good morning. And by the way, good morning, Renovasio, and good morning, Mr. Scott. Thanks for being here. And by the way, so it is the birthday show and it's Florida Man Fridays. If you have a Florida Man story, drop it in the hashtag. There you go. Is there a Florida Man song? I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure that out if there is a Florida Man song. I imagine there probably is one that we could use for future Florida Man Fridays. I'm probably gonna do the Florida Man Friday maybe once a month. We'll pick up maybe the first Friday every month. We'll do Florida Man Friday, just because these stories are so funny. And some of them, it's gotta be something in the water. What are they adding to the water in Florida that we get so many of these stories? Anyway, good morning, Enemy 38 and Fred Fernstrom also. I'm glad that you're here. Good morning on our Florida Man Friday. All right, next Florida Man story. Let's see here. What do we got? Dun, dun, dun. Why are my sounds not working? That's really disappointing. Maybe it'll show up here. All right, here we go. Oh! Okay, well, staying in the theme, Florida man found naked in car with teen he met on Snapchat, deputies say. Uh-oh. Oh, gosh. This is not good. Polk County deputies say Groveland man drove to Winter Haven to meet a 15-year-old girl. Not good. A Groveland man was arrested Sunday morning after Polk County deputies said they found him naked. Inside the car, inside of a parked car with a 15-year-old girl. According to the Polk County Sheriff's Office, Michael McDowell, 22, met the teen online through a social media app Snapchat. Deputies said he traveled to Winter Haven to the teen who snuck out of her house in the middle of the night. Deputies said reports of a suspicious vehicle in the area led them to find both McDowell and the teen in the car naked and appeared to be heavily intoxicated. An examination of the text messages between the two revealed that McDowell was aware that the girl was only 15, the sheriff's office reported. We say this all the time, but we cannot say it enough. Closely monitor your child's internet access. Vile, lecherous people like this guy are out there preying on children online and on many different social media apps. Luckily, someone saw a suspicious vehicle and said something to us immediately, and we were able to intervene. Parents, be nosy. Know what apps your children are on. Know their passwords and monitor their activity. Their online activities, Sheriff Grady Judd said. McDowell was taken to the Polk County Jail and charged with lewd battery on a minor older than 12 but younger than 16, traveling to meet a minor to seduce, lure, and contributing to the delinquency of a minor and contributing to the delinquency. I said that twice. And contributing to the delinquency of a minor. Okay, maybe he did. I shouldn't even joke about this. Maybe they did it twice. I don't know. Anyway, that's not good. Now, how do I say this delicately? Normally, like you see someone in a picture and they look older than that. Well, but it said he knew she was 15. He's 22, in 10 years, that difference ain't going to make as much difference, or that difference isn't going to make a big difference, but it does now. Oh my gosh. Young guys, just let me warn you. Don't be stupid. Okay? Now, and I'm going to, why do I even tell this story? I'm going to tell this story. When I was in college, roughly my senior year in college, I met a girl at a bar, and we went out a couple times, and she was a nice gal. And then one day, while we were talking or something, and I said something. I don't remember what I said, but she said, and I met her at a bar. We went out a couple times, and I didn't really think about it. And one time she said something about, well, I have a track meet. I said, what? Where do you run track? Because I was thinking, maybe there's a couple of the schools in the area. And she goes, oh, for X high school. What? You got to go now. She was 18, but still, you never know. And I'm like, that's okay. This is done. We're not going out anymore. You're done. So it happens, but this guy knew she was 15. Okay. And he didn't meet her in a bar. And the drinking age was 21 at the time. So there's no excuse. She was at a bar. So I'm like, whatever. But then, I got a track meet. What do you mean you have a track meet? You didn't know I was it's in high school. Not cool. Bye. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Be gone. But this is not good. No, Florida man. No. Anyway, You broke PDawg. You didn't break PDawg. Come on now. Come on, Gun Fox. Again.
How dare you?
Oh, that one worked. Why didn't my 7 work? Hang on. Oh, that works. Okay, it works now. All right. Anyway. All right. More on the Florida man front. Let's see what we got here. Oh, another naked Florida man. Hello, Gen T. How you doing? Good morning. All right. Another Florida man. Oh, my goodness. Here we go. Mostly naked Florida man accused of spreading feces during a school break-in. Yeah. Oh, no. Suspect claims he was high on laced marijuana, deputies say. A man was naked from the waist down when he Okay, a man was naked from the waist down when he broke into an elementary school, spreading feces in the process, according to the Seminole County Sheriff's Office. Okay, so wait a minute. So he's naked from the waist down, spreading feces in the process? Wait a minute. What do you mean in the process? Was he dragging his butt along like a dog? I don't know. Deputies said a school resource officer at Bear Lake Elementary School noticed signs of a break-in on August 26. Surveillance video showed a man later identified as 25-year-old Christian Dominic Shea jumping a fence on the property around 2:10 a.m., the report said. Deputies said they found cake frosting on drawers, desk, chairs, and in a classroom. There were frosting footprints across the floor as well, records show. The open cake container was found in the classroom's trash can along with a child's sweatshirt that was covered in frosting and feces. Frosting and feces? What the hell? What the... Frosting and feces. What? Open cake container was found in the classroom trash. Oh, you know what? What the hell? Y'all, okay. Before I continue, I have to fix something here. Because it's Friday. It's Friday. And what do we do on Friday? It's 70s porn music. Okay, it's Funky Friday, but some of you like to call it 70s porn music. Okay, now all is good on the earth. I hope that's a decent volume for you all. No more chocolate cake for him. Yeah, that's right. Hey, Larry, I'm telling you. Holy crap. Hello. Oh, good morning, Skeptalk. How you doing, brother? Nice to see you. Nice to have someone older than me in the chat. Anyway. By the way, Skeptalk, I have a question for you that I'm going to talk to you about offline one of these days, because I'm trying to see if anyone's heard from an old friend that we may both have talked to in the past. From the internets that we haven't seen for quite a while, and I want to know how that person is doing, if you've heard anything. So just out of curiosity. Anyway, let's go back to this mostly naked man who is spewing cake frosting and feces. God. The open cake container was found in the classroom's trash can along with a child's sweatshirt that was covered in frosting and feces, according to the affidavit. Handprints and footprints of fecal matter were found at the window's ledge in the classroom where Shea broke in, authorities say. A stapler is found placed in a toilet and a TV remote that was covered in feces and frosting. Feces and frosting. That's a whole new thing there. It was located in the bathroom as well, according to reports. Deputies said a laptop worth $559 was found in a trash can outside of the school, and soiled men's underwear was found hanging from the building. Shea was on campus until about 4:30 a.m., records show. During the investigation, how how would you like to be the person investigating this and going, what the fuck was this guy doing? During the investigation, deputies said employees at the school recognized Shea as being involved in previous incidents. Shea was located Friday at his home in Apopka. He told deputies that he was the man in the surveillance video, and he believes he committed the crime because he smoked a marijuana blunt that had been laced with an unknown substance, according to the report. Okay. Get high, do stupid. Oh, gosh, some of y'all are older than me. I'm 56 tomorrow, for those of you who are wondering. So there's a couple of you out here. Okay, that's cool. People who listen this time of the day probably are closer to my age or something like that. Anyway, he was just shit posting. Renovacia, you get the, what is that one? It's this one, the joke. There you go. He was shit posting. If you can't handle your high, yes, that's the truth. All right, so let's do a quick, we're going to go right to the hashtag. Like I said, I'm going to avoid the real news today. If you want to see real news, you can come talk to me tomorrow. I'm sure that, let me check, I should probably check the email too, because I know Gunfox has a couple more in here. Let's check the old inbox. I see the Sunday daily briefing. I lost my confidence. Let's see. Yeah, no, I don't. Whoa. There we go. We have our first super chat of the day, and it startled me because for some reason my headphones are up really loud. Okay. Thank you to Donatella Nobody. That's a very fine family from Italy, from the Nobody family, Donatella Nobody. Legal advice from the law office of Dewey, Cheatham and Howe. Admit nothing. Well, I'm good that at least I knew. Well, I didn't know anything. That guy with the 15-year-old needs to not admit nobody. So that's just how it is. Fred first, my dad is 84. Well, it's not your dad. What? Wait, what? Why are we? Okay, hang on. We're talking about how old? What? I'm 58. I'm very, very old. I can barely see the keyboard. Well, they make glasses for that kind of stuff. DI, come on now. Oh, Scribe Light, how you doing? Strap your streams are. Oh, Scribe, you're in the. Oh, okay. Well, our first guest today, now that I've noticed it, Mr. Scribe Light. Whoops, what did I do there? Hello, sir.
Hello.
Okay, wait a minute. Let me fix something here. I got to make sure that the people can see this too. How you doing, Scribe?
I am coming to you live from my bunker on the moon as I do my daily work.
Oh, nice.
All that fun stuff. Yeah.
Moon base is functioning, eh?
So far, I mean, it's keeping everybody out and presumably the disease, but who knows? We'll see.
Now, in the moon base, are there any cases of the virus that from the what is it, country of origin that shall not be named?
Not to my knowledge, but then I don't have a test, so I don't know.
Oh,
it's one big mystery box over here.
Oh, they might have to. They might have to get the Space Force on that.
But Dog Cat Fox is clean.
Oh,
I've given Dog Cat Fox a bath. So it's fine.
Okay.
But I just want to pop in and say happy birthday.
Well, thank you, Scribe. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, Scribe Light, who is it your night for morning or Lords of the Night tonight?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was just in some lull time between things I have to do at work. I was getting the theme for tonight ready, and I was like, what am I going to do today? What old movie or TV show? And I decided upon the Gargoyles cartoon show from the 90s. So I have done some very cheap Photoshop work to make various Lords of the Night gargoyles, and that's how I spend my free time now.
Okay. Well, as you can tell, you have inspired me.
Oh, really?
If you know, I for the first time I made a a thumbnail with using that method that you use.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah, there's the 300 thing. Okay.
Yes, that was inspired specifically by you. I really appreciate that. Yeah.
Well,
so,
I'm happy to have inspired.
So what do you think the big topic tonight's going to be? The big is it besides the only one that anyone can talk about anymore?
Well, I mean, when it's my night, unless there's something really pertinent to talk about, lately I've been trying to avoid coronavirus as much as is possible and try to distract with something else. So tonight, I'm not quite sure yet. We'll probably go over whatever. If something does happen that is worth mentioning, we'll probably go over it. But I'm gonna have to come up with some distracting subject matter or game or something, because at this stage of the game, I got to tell you, I don't like contributing to the gloom and the doom. Even though it's unavoidable, even though we're all going to have to go through it in our different ways. Different states have different lockdowns for a month or something else. Not to get too full of myself, but for our audience who are exceedingly loyal and exceedingly attendant and participatory, I feel like we owe it to them to try to entertain and not just depress, you know? So even if the format, and I know people are like, oh my God, Scribe's going to go off format. Well, I'm willing to sacrifice format for the sake of just having a good time, having a laugh, and not just ugh.
Right.
So yeah, that's the goal. What specifically we'll do tonight, who knows? Every night is a different adventure, but that's my outlook from here on out. While we all go through this ridiculousness, I was just thinking this morning. With this event included, as horrible as it is, I was thinking back to all of the world-changing events that I have now lived through and witnessed. Mm-hmm. You know, we always think about like, oh, if I could go back in time and witness all this stuff. I mean, I've seen the fall of the Berlin Wall, 9/11, two or three, I suppose you could call it, different wars, and now the first major super duper global pandemic since, I don't know, they keep comparing it to the Spanish flu is the last one that hit so hard. It boggles my mind. It's hard to contain all of this stuff sometimes when you're just kind of sitting back and can only be on the sidelines for it.
You know, it's interesting you mentioned that, because I think if I went through I was just a kid, but like the gas wars days of the 70s, you know, and you know, there's just so many things, but everyone thinks that their big event is the be all and end all. But you got to think that people went through the two world wars, they went through the Great Depression, they went through the bubonic plague, the Spanish flu. I mean, you know, but everyone, you know, it was interesting because I have some millennial on Twitter was, you know, saying, gosh, we went through a recession and this and that. And it's like, well, you know, imagine what someone 100 years old has gone through in their lifetime.
Yeah. Well, that you just reminded me, there's you almost, I mean, if you paraphrase, but almost in sentiment, word for word, there's a great interaction in the game Knights of the Old Republic, the original role-playing game, where you, and I know I'm being nerding out for people here, but I have a point to it. So at one point you go to the Wookiee planet Kashyyyk, and you meet this old retired Jedi named Jolee Bindo. And you're trying to tell him, like, you know, oh, we're on a mission to save the universe and everything else. And the guy's just like, everybody thinks the time that they live in is the most important or the most to die or anything else. This is just the same iteration of things that have been happening for centuries and millennia. Right. It's just the current situation. You'll get past this too until the next thing comes along. And it's like, that's true. You know, my mother always said, and of course I think all mothers say this to one extent or another, this too shall pass. Yeah. And this too shall pass. It's, you know, and there's nothing you can do. It's just like, you just have to sort of say, okay, I'm going to take every precaution I can, cross my fingers, hope for the best for me and the people that I care about, and, you know, by extension, everybody else, and just muddle on through, because what else can you do?
Yeah. Well, Except you do have to make sure that you go and vote in the most important election of your lifetime that's coming up, because
every election is the most important election. Oh my god!
I've heard that so many times.
you think Biden's going to make it? And I don't mean on the temporal plane. I mean politically speaking, because he is so not an issue right now. In fact, the entire Democratic run right now is such a sidelined issue, and understandably, but the enthusiasm for Biden was never really there to begin with. And with him basically just being an observer like the rest of us and not being involved in anything. I mean, purportedly, he's the leader of the Democratic Party, and yet I've seen Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer more than I've seen Joe Biden on TV lately.
They have to keep hiding him.
Yeah.
He probably should stop making videos and doing interviews. I mean, there was an interview he did on CNN a couple days ago where it looked like he was falling asleep during the interview.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I have a hard time believing that if they do have a convention, that he might really be the nominee.
Well, they're gonna have. They pushed it back to August now,
right?
Because of all this craziness. But I mean, he has to. I mean, the thing I don't understand, and again, I'm not rooting for Joe Biden any more than I'm rooting for Donald Trump, but just sort of observing it all, it doesn't make any sense to me that he did not force his way into the conversation during the stimulus negotiation process. That he didn't say, hey, Nancy Pelosi, hey, Chuck Schumer, I need to be in on every video call. I need to be involved in this process because I'm going to be the guy, if he really believes it, that's going to have to be taking this over by the time the election comes around. So I need to be intimately involved and knowledgeable about what's going on and be seen as leading the party.
Right.
None of that.
Nope.
He disappeared for a week. He's in his basement with the bad lighting and can't use a teleprompter. And he's doing all of these quote unquote live stream town halls where you just have people on who essentially are just stroking him off and giving him softball questions because you don't want to bother an old man.
Right. Well, but now he wants to get in on the talk with Trump about the task force that he suggested a week ago.
Yeah, he's such a non-issue right now, and so I'm very curious to find out, does Biden hold on to his lead, so to speak, by the time they get to the convention, or are they going to try to do something like, we're going to have to put somebody in there who actually has a chance? How about America's mayor, Andrew Cuomo, who is absolutely the opposite of anything the Bernie Bros would want in the first place.
Oh, right.
So anybody on the far left, I mean, first off, anybody on Bernie's side is going to have a hard time voting for Biden to begin with. Mm-hmm. But if they can't even find confidence in Biden and they have some kind of brokered convention, you've got at least a third of the Democratic base just either staying home, and there's even a percentage of Bernie voters, and they did a poll on this, that if it came down to voting for Biden, they would vote for Trump instead,
right?
Rather than stick to the status quo of what they see as regressive ideals in the Democratic Party.
Well, to them, it's voting for the same thing. Mm-hmm. They think you're voting for the same damn thing. Yeah. And Trump made a very tasteless joke about grabbing him by the pieces, but apparently there's a chance that Biden actually did.
And that part is always so amazing to me, is like every time there was even a hint that there was a sex scandal or some kind of abuse scandal with any other celebrity at this point, for the most part, it was like the vultures swooped in,
right,
from every corner. I mean, remember Al? Oh God, I suddenly forget his last name. The politician,
Al Franken.
Al Franken. Yeah,
yep.
My brain, boomer moment. Al Franken. I mean, there was just a photograph that was like 10 years old or something from a joke that nobody mentioned at that point, and then the entire Democratic Party was like, "Al, you're out." And I'm like, okay. But this with Biden, it's like, believe all women? Me too? What? It's amazing they're giving him a pass. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't think that every unsubstantiated allegation needs to be jumped on like it's the end of the freaking world. In fact, I'm against that, barring some kind of evidence. We saw that with Kavanaugh. We've seen that with Aziz Ansari. All these guys who've been just excoriated for nothing over no evidence whatsoever. But the hypocrisy of this high-minded sentiment of we must believe all women, we must defend women's ability to speak their truth and talk about their abuse and everything else, and it just you hear crickets. It's
Right.
it's incredible how much they're willing to give cover to this guy who is so low energy, so just like without any. I mean, he doesn't possess any enthusiasm, and I'm not even sure that the Democratic Party possesses any enthusiasm for him.
Well, no one shows up at his rallies. You know,
Yeah.
he can't fill a high school gym. But hey, Alyssa Milano deleted a bunch of tweets for him now.
Oh, jeez.
She deleted all her Me Too tweets as soon as Biden was accused. So you know,
I saw somewhere today or the other day where the lady, I forget her name all of a sudden, but the lady who actually was the first to do the hashtag Me Too, she removed that from her Twitter profile.
Oh, she did.
Like her Twitter profile used to say, you know, hashtag Me Too, blah, blah, blah. But every mention of her involvement with it, at least as far as her Twitter profile is concerned, is gone. She just deleted it or changed it or edited it out, which is very, very bizarre to me.
Was that recently, or was that after she got accused of being with the teenager?
Well, the tweet I saw was just from the other day, so I think it's a relatively recent development.
Oh, okay.
So, but I don't know. I just thought that was interesting because of all the things. I mean, if you're only known for one thing, that's the one thing you distance yourself from.
Right.
Very bizarre. Yeah.
Right. That's questionable. Yeah, I don't know if you know, with the fact that they can't have their primaries. Although one state, a judge ruled for, I think, is it April 7th?
Yeah, was
Ruled that they couldn't change the primary for April 7th. I don't know if they're really going to do that, but or they're going to have the lines will be going all the way down the street because everyone has to stay 6 feet apart from each other.
Yeah, Wisconsin, which is of course Milwaukee is going to be the site of the Democratic convention if and when it happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he says that the law does not allow him to change the primary, but it does allow him to extend the deadline for absentee ballots. So I think he's pushing that out until the end of the month, but he can't. Apparently, the law locks him into maintaining the primary on the 7th, which, yeah.
Yeah, I want to be the person whose job it is to open all the absentee ballots that people licked.
Oh man, yeah, I mean, they're gonna have to put all that stuff. Isn't there what is it? Isn't there a process and maybe there's somebody in the chat that knows this. I thought at one time there was a process at the at postal services where all letters that aren't marked as like with biological material in them, like, you know, something that's like for fruit or something else has to be inspected. They go through some kind of radiation exposure to kill off anything that might be going through.
Irradiation machines like there where the ultraviolet light type of radiation.
Yeah, something like that that'll help to mitigate the chances of things being infected. Is that common process for mail? I'm asking maybe rhetorically, but I thought that was part of it.
I have no idea. We don't do that at UPS for all I know.
Okay, well, I said maybe sure they should think about starting doing it.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh man. Well, I just think that I've never thought, as soon as Biden became the front runner, you know, after all those people dropped out all kind of at the same time. Oh, shockingly, they all jumped out at the same time. I've never really thought that Biden was going to make it to the end anyway. I mean, as far as, you know, just and with this whole Corona thing, you know, I hate to bring up the Clinton body count, but
well, the real test is going to be, so as we know, the electorate's memory can be very short.
Right.
George W. Bush was reelected, even though every pretense that was given to go into Iraq was based on nothing, weapons of mass destruction, and yet he was still reelected. So,
Right.
depending on how Trump manages the crisis between now and the end of May, I'd say, if he actually starts, and he has been more so than before, nobody can deny that he took a really overly light touch to the whole situation for the first couple of months there. But if he actually buckles down and gets some stuff done, and you see the numbers start to plateau and or drop between now and the end of May, he's probably got it locked. If he fumbles, if things go completely haywire, that'll probably be all that's necessary for Biden or whoever the Democrats put up, who knows, to get it. Because just the fear and or the anger and or the frustration of being cooped up this long and having all these restrictions and the economy going into the toilet.
Right.
If he handles it well between now and the end of May, and things start eking back to normal before we get through the summer, he's probably in decent shape. But this is really going to be the test of Trump's possibility of being reelected now, and I think until the end of the spring, beginning of summer.
I agree. So,
but with that, unfortunately, I have to get back to the wonderful world of work. But I just want to stop in and say hello, and I think this is the first time I've ever been on your show. So,
yes, it is.
looking around.
It is. Well, being stuck in the house gives you some extra privileges then.
Oh, hey, I'm all full of privilege, I'm told, all the time. Let's see. What are you doing tonight around Lords of the Nighttime?
Well, now that we're not going to go up to our friend's cabin for the weekend, I'm going to be home.
Well, if you're available, I'll send you the link, and maybe you can come on and join us for tonight's show.
That is a very strong possibility. I'll DM you to confirm.
Sure thing.
All right, man.
Regardless,
well, thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
Yeah, have a good show. Happy birthday. Hey, everybody. Hope you're all having a good day. Stay safe and well. And if you're not well, please get well soon.
Outstanding. Thank you, Scribe Light, for popping in.
Yep. Bye, guys.
All right. You get a little cheer there. I don't think you can hear it, but there you go. All right. I do have, looks like C. Thomas is in the queue, who is up next. But I do want to do one more story in between real quick. Just not a Florida man story, but it is definitely a story of interest. Thank you to, let's see, Grill and Pirate Pete for this one. And it may as well be a Florida man story, even though it's not. And C. Thomas, you'll be up next. Here we go. A farmer dies after being crushed by a cow and a bullock while working in his land. Now, for those of you on this side of the pond who don't always quite know what the word bullock means, that would be a ball, as in a cow ball. A man has died in hospital after he was crushed by a cow and a bullock on a Victorian farm. WorkSafe said the 78-year-old man was working at the Carajung Lower Farm in Gippsland last week when the incident happened. It is believed he was loading the livestock onto a truck when he was crushed by the animals. He was flown to a hospital but died last Friday, bringing the number of workplace fatalities this year to 15. And that's the story. But it doesn't tell you how he got crushed by the bullock. Is that crushed by a cow ball? It didn't say. That's the story? Oh, come on, man. All right. I was just so curious. All right, let me pull C. Thomas in here. Thank you for your patience, sir. How you doing? Welcome. I think this is C. Thomas.
Yep, it is me.
It is. How you doing, man?
Mildly decent. First of all, happy birthday.
Well, thank you so much.
And secondly, it's pronounced bollocks.
I said bullock.
Which is,
didn't I?
Bollocks. Bollocks. It has to sound like you're putting an X at the end.
Oh, the X part. Okay. Well, he said it said the singular, a bullock, it not the both only by one of the bullocks. That's what the title of the article says.
It may be what the title, maybe what the article says, but remember, editors, who needs those?
True, but wait, what is a single bullock? Bullocks. Bullocks are both of them, right? Wouldn't a single bullocks be a bullock?
It'd be just be a whole. It'd just be like half a cow ass, I guess, because bullocks is usually the way to describe someone's ass.
Okay. C. Thomas, how appropriate. The guy who puts penis in my chat, we end up talking about balls. So what?
Well,
So what's up today?
I have to know these things.
Well, I'm glad that somebody knows these things. It's very important that people know these things. Hey, so what's going on in your world today?
Well, right now it's mostly just been working hard to keep alive, primarily by getting a few dogs here and there, because walking dogs is kind of what I do.
Oh, okay.
And of course, with the lockdown, everybody's like inside.
Yeah, they're with their dogs. That's got to be a bit of a challenge. Do you have like any older clients that is, where that wouldn't necessarily affect your business?
I actually do have one older client and one client that just loves having me around, so she likes to keep me on the roster.
Right. No funny business going on there, right?
No.
Okay. Sorry, my mind wanders sometimes.
No, there is no funny business, because clowns are terrifying.
Oh, okay. There you go.
I had to counter that with a terrible joke.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Here we go. Oh,
I know I'm not nearly as interesting as Scribe.
No, that's great. But I do absolutely thank you for the birthday wishes, and also you're one of the people who throws a super chat here and there every once in a while, and you don't know how much I appreciate that. It's always good to, the support of just coming to the show, seeing, listening to what we do, and occasionally helping us out is a great deal for me and Lady Boomer. So I absolutely appreciate you, and you always make me laugh in some of the things you put in the chat too, so it's always a pleasure.
I try sometimes.
Yeah, no,
I have my moments.
You do well, so thank you so much. Anything else you got before you go? You don't have a Florida man story handy, do you?
I unfortunately do not.
Oh, okay. Well, that's okay. Well, again, thank you so much for being on the show, and
I do have anecdote. I do have an anecdote though.
Oh, bring it on. Yeah, no, whatever you got, man.
So, so obviously the what's been going on, it shall not be named.
Yes.
Has been driving people crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I was out by one of my dog clients, and there was a guy that obviously wanted to break quarantine because all he was wearing were running shoes and socks. That was literally it. And he was pretty much yelling about the end of the world.
Right.
At least I think he was yelling about the end of the world, because it might as well have been Yiddish for how much sense it made to me.
Okay. He's just out in his socks?
Yeah, the only things he was wearing were socks and shoes.
Oh, so he's naked.
Nothing else. Yes.
Oh. Well, that's not good.
No, I didn't. And the worst part is that I had hot dogs for lunch that day.
Oh, well, that probably made you think of what you had for lunch then.
Yeah, it really made me feel shafted at the end, and the thing that made it uncomfortable was the fact that he was looking right at me, had a smile on his face, waved hello, and then just carried on like nothing happened.
Oh, good Lord. You didn't hear any police sirens at any time around that time, did you?
No, but there was a cop that approached me about 5 minutes later asking me if he had seen some naked guy, and I pointed him in the direction that I saw him walking.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's crazy. Huh. Well, I think you're going to see a lot more weird things happening soon. And you just hope that this ends soon. Like I said, I saw the light at the end of the tunnel yesterday when there was actually toilet paper in Sam's Club. So that was a good sign. I think it's like seeing a robin in spring. You know what I mean? It's you see the robins and you know that the winter's practically over, and you see toilet paper in Sam's Club, and that means that maybe this coronavirus thing is going to end someday. So that's
most
a good thing.
likely.
Yeah.
Though around here it's cardinals. You mostly see when it's like springtime.
Oh sure, yeah. I have bird feeders in the back of my backyard, and so yeah, we see cardinals around the bird feeder this time too. So anyway, all right.
And a lot of pigeons.
Oh yeah. Well, no, we don't get pigeons where I live, but we get doves though. Some doves and cardinals, but. Anyway.
I'll trade you pigeons for your doves.
Doves aren't quite as messy. Anyway, all right, man. Anything else you want to say before you pop out?
No, I'm all good.
All right, man. Well, thank you again. I appreciate it, and thanks for being a part of the Morning Night Live on a regular basis.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, brother.
I'll definitely try to be lurking more often.
All right, sounds good. All right, man. Talk to you later.
Man.
Yeah, bye-bye. All right. Thank you, C. Thomas. Appreciate you coming on the show. Hey, I got another story here. Now, this story is not a Florida man story, and in fact, it's not one of those stories that you go groan about. Actually, this is a great story from Grillin' Pirate Pete from the hashtag. This guy. Let me put. Let's see. Do I need a full screen on this? I don't think so. It'll fit on here. Okay, it's gonna fit on here. It says this gentleman, except the headline keeps popping right. The teacher who disarmed then hugged a student will receive the Citizen Congressional Medal of Honor. This is a nice feel-good story from CNN, because those are the only stories that I trust from CNN. Keenan Lowe saved a life on the day he took a gun away from a young student and then hugged him close in the halls of Oregon High School where he coached football. And for his bravery and compassion, Lowe will receive a Congressional Medal of Honor, Citizen Honor. He is one of 6 such heroes chosen by the Congressional Medal of Honor Society. While medals of honor are typically awarded to members of the U.S. military, Lowe and the other citizen honorees exemplify the values embodied in the Medal of Honor: courage, sacrifice, commitment, integrity, citizenship, and patriotism, the society says. In May, Lowe stopped a student from harming himself with a shotgun at Park Rose High School in Portland, where Lowe coached football and track. Lowe disarmed the student and handed the firearm to a nearby faculty member, footage released in October shows. Then Lowe wrapped the student in his arms and held him close. The teen, who said he'd planned to take his own life before Lowe intercepted him, was later sentenced to 3 years of probation and mental health treatment for bringing the weapon to school, the Oregonian reported. In that time, I felt compassion for him, Lowe told CNN affiliate KATU in October. A lot of times, especially when you're young, you don't realize what you're doing until it's over. Lowe was honored with a single act of heroism award by the society. He shares it with Billy Howell, a college student who died protecting his classmates last year from a gunman at the University of North Carolina, Charlotte. The Medal of Honor ceremony for citizen honorees has been postponed indefinitely due to the coronavirus pandemic, the society says. So I ended up having to put that in there. But anyway, that's really cool. Keenan Lowe, is this a video of it? Let's see, just here. Or is this just a report on CNN? Let's see what pops up here. Probably a commercial will pop up the way this usually
Angel
works.
Granados Diaz walked into his Northeast Portland, Oregon high school campus back in May, armed with his shotgun and loaded with his single shell. This newly released surveillance video shows us what happened next. That's campus coach and security guard Keenan Lowe encountering Diaz at the entrance to a classroom. He grabs the gun with one hand and reaches for...
Okay, little buffering there on CNN's part. Or is that my part? Skip frames due to... Oh, am I freezing up? That's weird. That usually doesn't happen with this. Sorry, guys. Tell you what, I'm going to just end that story. I'm going to see if my whole chat is freezing up. Looks like the chat's frozen too. Huh. anyone thought or still thinks Me Too was a movie, yeah, that chat's from a long time ago. Is this? Are we doing okay here, guys? Or are we frozen? Okay, no, it's still going. Okay. Well, for whatever reason that froze up, so I'm gonna close that window. Probably got too much stuff going on. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna close down the StreamYard because it's already time to do Twitter trends, which we will do today. So if you, oh, by the way, thank you, Pete, for subscribing. I had a what were we talking about last night, Pete, on when we were on Lords of the Night? I can't even remember, but anyway, thanks for subscribing, Pete. I'm glad you welcome as a new subscriber to the PDawg Night channel. All right, let's move on. We're gonna go into Twitter trends now, which we do on the daily. Just figure out what's happening in the world as I have problems here. There we go. Let's figure out what's happening in the world. If anything new, breaking news, we'll see what's happening, and also just find out what people are going to be talking about later in the day and what videos you're going to be talking about tomorrow. Trending number 1 on Twitter right now. Oh, well, first of all, let's hit the. I got to hit the Explore tab. Probably the topic of the day. Hey, look at this. It's been a while since I've had something on the Twitter Explore tab other than coronavirus. And today is a promotion by Disney Plus. You know, because I'm a Verizon wireless customer, I get a free year of Disney Plus, and we finally turned it on yesterday, only to realize that my daughter had already signed up through our phone, and so we've been getting it free for about 3 months now, and I didn't even know it. So anyway, okay, so Disney Plus, don't care. Trending number 1 though, Bill Withers. Now, Bill Withers, the singer, pretty popular in the late 60s and 70s, has passed away. Breaking: Bill Withers, R&B legend behind Lean On Me and Ain't No Sunshine, has died with heart complications, his family says in a statement to the Associated Press. He was 81. Had a really interesting career. He did he's known for Lean On Me and for Ain't No Sunshine When She's Gone, in darkness every day. Anyway, great singer. He also, let's see, this is Grandma's Hands. Let's see what this song. Let's see if I can familiar with this song.
Have somebody that means more to us than anybody else has ever meant before or will ever mean again. Sometimes it's a long-legged lady if you're a man, or some tall, very smooth man if you're a woman. And in some odd cases, they get kind of crossed up. We won't talk about those.
Here, I'm going to pause this, just to pause my music here, just to hear Bill Withers here. He had a great voice, man. Oh, also, he was the singer. Those of you who are familiar with Grover Washington Jr., who did an album called Limelight, and the song Just the Two of Us, Bill Withers was the singer on that song also. So just in case you're wondering there. What's wrong with my chat?
But in my case, I learned how to really love somebody from not a very pretty lady, not at that point in their life, not sexy at all, but just a nice old lady who used some very nice old gnarled hands to make life kind of nice for me at that time when I really needed somebody. And it wasn't after I got older and started to look around for things. It was before I even knew what I was looking for. And probably, since I consider myself somebody who writes primarily, out of all the things that I might have written, my favorite thing that I've written has to be about this favorite old lady of mine. Grandma's hand clapped in church on Sunday morning.
Now you might recognize his voice if you're familiar with him already.
Played a tambourine so well. Grandma's hands used to issue out a warning. She'd say, Billy, don't you run so fast, might fall on a piece of glass. Might be snakes there in that grass. Grandma's hand. Eyes in grandma's hands. Soothe the local unwed mother. Grandma's hands used to ache.
All right, so that is the incomparable Bill Withers. Rest in peace, Bill Withers. One of my personal favorites. Just as far as just one of my favorite voices in music from when I was a kid, and I didn't even know his name until about 1982. But I knew the songs, and they were really great songs. All right, so rest in peace. Lean on Me is his big one. Probably his biggest hit. All right, moving on. Friday Feeling, trending number 2. Real quick, someone, is my chat frozen? Is that the problem here? Let's just do a little quick. Let me see if I can fix this here. Hopefully. Yeah, see, there it is. All right, now we're going to try this again. We're going to pop it back out and fix my chat real quick. And just a second here. I don't know what happened there, but mine was not moving, and I was on live chat. Hang on a second. I got to fix this real quick. Let's see. There's that. Sorry, gang. Just a little technical difficulty here. It was frozen for me, and that's I couldn't see if anyone was saying anything that I need to pay attention to, which I try to pay attention as much as I can. But now it looks like it's fixed for me. And let's see. All right, cool. All right, we're back. All right, back into Twitter trends real quick. Number 2, Friday Feeling. I don't like to do the Friday Feeling one, so I'm skipping it. We're going to move on. Pat. There, Pete. I mean, Pat. Pete. Hi, Pete. Hi, Patrice Ripley. Hello, Mike Savage. There's a whole bunch of people I didn't even realize were here because my chat was frozen. My pop-out chat was frozen. So there we go. Cool. Does that mean... Wait a minute. What? Hold up. Does that mean he got a hand job? Oh, my God. I missed that, Pete. What the hell? Okay, I am way behind, aren't I? All right. Well, this happens sometimes. So sometimes all I need is the air I can breathe. Good morning, Johnny Hellcat, too. I'm glad you're here. All right, let's go on. Rex Ryan is trending with Amari Cooper. What did Rex Ryan do? The former coach. What is his name? Amari Cooper is the biggest disappearing act in the National Football League. I wouldn't have paid this turd. What? What? Apparently 32 NFL football teams feel the same way about Rex Ryan. They don't want to pay that turd. Okay, there's a little bit of a... Okay, you're going to have to look that one up yourself. Apparently there's a war of words in the NFL between Rex Reed and Amari Cooper. Oh my God! Amari Cooper agreed to sign a 5-year deal, $100 million deal with the Cowboys? Ooh, Lord. And Rex Ryan shouldn't be calling a player a turd, especially on national TV. I can agree with that. Maybe he should... Never mind. All right, moving on. Friday Thought. I'll do Friday Thoughts. I just didn't want to do Friday Feeling. Friday Feeling always ends up having something weird in it. And I don't need anything weird. Any weirder than, never mind. All right, Friday Thoughts. Let's find out what the top Friday thought of the day is. Oh, here we go. What the hell? A Maasai decided to take the law into his own hands by whipping people who are not social distancing. Okay, he said, you get your ass away from those people. Okay, I don't know where this is, and I don't know what a Maasai is, but he's out there beating people. Get your distance. All right, that's a thought, I'm telling you. All right, there we go. So much for that thought. Let's see. Here we go. Grow through what you go through. Impatience can teach us the lessons of patience better. That's a good Friday thought. Let's see. Let's see if there's any. Let's see if there's any Friday thoughts in the Friday thoughts as I scroll down. Here we go. Cheer some up. And okay, that's got to be promoted. No, it's not. Okay. Here's a Friday thought from Team Azim Riaz. Never hate people you are jealous. Oh, never hate people who are jealous of you, but respect their jealousy. They're people who think you're better than them. Okay, I don't know what that means. Yeah, Masai is African for a Karen. Yes, that's a good point, Pete. Get your corona away from me, motherfucker. Yeah, I hear you. There you go. That isn't that Africa? Well, yeah, it's Africa. I just don't know where in Africa. I wasn't sure. All right. Oh, now that's a. Oh, I thought that was a joint. That's just some sage. Anyway, said it from the Anishinabek Nation. Anishinabek Nation sending prayers of protection and love to those who need it in this morning. Okay, that is the Friday thought of the day. Moving on. Friday motivation will skip. Captain Crozier is training. U.S. Navy relieves commander who reported COVID-19 outbreak aboard an aircraft carrier. What? Is it classified information? Oh, it may be. Now, look, here's the thing. So, okay, watch this video of the send-off of Captain Crozier, commander of the aircraft carrier USS Roosevelt, who was fired yesterday for sounding the alarm to protect his sailors. Tells you everything you need to know about the type of leader he is. Now, here's the problem. I'm going to guess. Okay, so here it is. Navy captain was fired for raising concern about the spread of coronavirus aboard the aircraft carrier he commanded was sent off by hundreds of sailors with applause and cheers. They chanted his name and called him the GOAT, greatest of all time. That's from stripes.com. Here's the thing. I don't know why he was sacked. My guess is if he got fired, it wasn't for necessarily reporting the problem, but very well could have made the mistake of giving location information for an aircraft carrier, which would be an immediate firing. That is classified, but let's see. I don't know. Here's a story from Stripe. Let's read the story. From Stars and Stripes. Captain Crozier. Video shows sailors sending off ousted USS Roosevelt commander with cheers. And maybe the story will pop up too. Cheering and applauding crowd of sailors aboard the aircraft carrier USS Theodore Roosevelt wished farewell to their captain, whom the Navy relieved of command after he raised concerns about the spreading of coronavirus in a ship in a letter that was leaked to the media. Hundreds were pictures in the gathering at the ship's hangar deck, and many chanted Captain Ben Crozier's name in multiple videos posted on social media. In a video posted Friday to the Facebook page of Michael Washington with the hashtag MyCO and we are TR Strong. Okay, I'm not sure what that means. That's how you send out one of the greatest captains you have ever had, someone says in the video. Then, using the acronym for greatest of all time, adds the GOAT, the man of the people. Crozier was dismissed Thursday due to a loss of confidence in his ability to command and for not using his chain of command to make service leaders aware of his concerns about the virus outbreak that infected more than 100 sailors on the ship, Acting Navy Secretary Thomas Modly said at the Pentagon. Another video shows the career naval officer walk the brow of the ship. He waves to the crowd, salutes, and waves again before turning and walking down the gangway alone to the pier. Crozier's pain letter, which was leaked to the San Francisco Chronicle and published Tuesday, created a bit of panic on the ship, Motley said. The letter had warned that the outbreak could kill sailors, saying that if we do not act now, we are failing to properly take care of our most trusted asset, our sailors. The ship, now docked in Guam, was on a scheduled deployment to the Pacific region before it was forced to divert to the island after several initial virus cases were reported aboard the ship last week. Crozier had asked in his letter to have almost the entire crew removed to slow the spread of the outbreak. The Navy has already moved some 1,000 sailors off the ship and was working to remove another 2,700 by Friday. Captain Daniel Nealon, the ship's executive officer, is serving as acting commander, while Captain Carlos Sardiello, from whom Crozier had assumed command of the aircraft carrier in November, was traveling to Guam to take the helm again, Mobley said. Okay, so apparently this is a chain of command issue. I don't know. Any military people can give me, maybe give me a little inside information on why this would be. I think it's awful that they would. Although I suppose if it's a chain of command issue, I don't know, but I think more so because it leaked to the San Francisco Chronicle. In the hours since Crozier's dismissal was announced, backlash online has been swift, with more than 67,000 people signing a Change.org petition calling for his reinstatement. Yeah, the military doesn't work by Change.org unless this is a possibility. I don't know. Unless this word gets to the president about this. Think of the public relation win it would be for President Trump to allow this man back into his commission or back to his post. But can you imagine the consternation of the media deciding whether or not to support Trump or not on this one? Because everything Trump does, the media hates. But anyway, that's fascinating. That's terrible, but good for Captain Dozier that the people who he commands have such great respect for him. Good for him. Friday Vibes is trending next. Mr. Withers trending after that. That's again for Bill Withers, who passed away. Jared Kushner for prison. Oh, that's a good one. Of course. One of the sailors leaked it out of panic and fear. The captain takes the hit because he's in charge. The Navy gave a BS reason. Yeah, I agree with you, Becca. That's what I'm feeling too. Oh my God. So Jared Kushner for prisoner. He's stealing from our stockpile, just like his wife stole from charities. American taxpayers paid for the supplies in the stockpile. If anyone in my family gets sick, I want what I paid for. Jared Kushner for prison. What does that mean? What does Jared mean when he says our stockpile? Does he not know that the White House is our house? Nothing belongs to them. It all belongs to we. So here's the thing. Jared Kushner was in the press briefing yesterday. And people are pissed because they hate Trump and they hate anyone related to Trump. So of course they're going to hate Jared Kushner. And he was up there and he says our stockpile, meaning the United States stockpile. Duh. I like this hashtag. Question for the GOP. You guys are all in arms about Hunter sitting on a non-government board and question his qualifications to do so. But what are Jared's qualifications to have any job in the White House, let alone this crisis? I don't know. That's a fair question, I suppose. Jared Kushner was a businessman long before he met Trump's daughter. It's not like that's where he came from. He and his brother are both brilliant people. Now, you may not like them. That's fair. I don't care if you like them, but apparently somebody approved for him to be on Trump's team. Anyway, he means we don't have them. We sold them out the back door. Yes. Now this bullshit. Okay. This U.S. exported nearly $16 million in masks, ventilators ahead of coronavirus. Exports of masks and PPE from the U.S. to China surged in January and February when the coronavirus was wreaking havoc in the country where it originated. I'm going to bet this says from USA Today. God, I did want to talk about coronavirus today. Don't get me pissed off. Where it began, and as U.S. intelligence agencies warned it could spread soon. Well, here's the problem. The U.S. intelligence agencies are not the same as U.S. health professionals. And unfortunately, in January, the World Health Organization, who we rely on for some of these things, seem to be just giving us the same propaganda from China, and the problem was in China. So and now just imagine if, listen to this, stay with me here. I did not want to go on this rant today. Imagine if, as China was beginning to have a great bit of difficulty with this new virus that's spreading around their country, imagine if they requested and attempted to purchase tons of masks and PPEs and all this stuff from the United States, because remember, we didn't have any cases of this coronavirus in the United States yet. Imagine if Donald Trump, while they're in the midst of their crisis in China, if Donald Trump said, yeah, we ain't selling you shit. We ain't sending you nothing. Before it ever hit here, imagine the hooping and hollering and the caterwauling that would have happened. God damn it. Yes, I did go Corona. Oh my God, I did not want to get this. Imagine. So now the Monday morning quarterbacks are throwing this in our face, in the Trump's face or whoever's face, the administration's face. Yes, they did sell them stuff in January. Yes, they did stuff. They did try to send them stuff so that they could mitigate the problem over there. Not knowing that 14,000 people a day from over there were coming here in one form of travel or another. Jesus Christ. Anyway, why that shows up in the Kushner for prison. These people are so, it's, you know, let's fight coronavirus with the hashtag. Let's fight coronavirus by singing Imagine. Fuck off. Of course, the Washington Post, an outbreak of incompetence with Jared Kushner. Have you seen a single Washington Post article that has said anything positive ever since January 20th, 2017? Have they ever given Trump credit for everything? For example, the other day when CNN reported that, the death rate of this virus is much less than they expected. It's probably 0.66% versus, 2.5-3%. Remember when Trump said that at a press conference? He said, we know that right now that say it's about 3% death rate, but we're going to guess that this is lower because it just, and why would you, the press is all over him. Why would you say that? Trump is defying the scientists. Well, Trump has to be somewhat decent with numbers, knowing that a bunch of the cases aren't probably not even getting diagnosed, and now they think. And so, did anyone in the press go, "Oh, you know what? Yeah, it is much lower than we expected or what we thought it was." And Trump was right. Oh my God, they didn't say Trump was right. They didn't. Anyway, moving on. It's just, they love hating on him. Still, Bill. I'm sure that's Bill Withers. Venom is trending. Why is Venom trending? Is there going to be another season of Venom? No? Let's see. As if 2020 couldn't get any worse, they fucking found Venom. What is this? What? Oh! What the hell is that?
So one thing like that.
What the fuck is that? Okay. Anyone have any idea? Are you kidding me? 3 days into April and suddenly we got Venom on our fucking hands and can't take this year. What is that? When Spider-Man sees Venom trending, okay. What is that? Oh my God. Anyway. All right, moving on. More Bill Withers, not Bill Withers. Rest in peace. A lot of people like Bill Withers. That's good. That's good to know. Not Bill Withers. Rest in peace, Bill Withers. America 2.0 is trending. Why is that? Did Trump say something? Okay, this is Mark Cuban. When things are all messed up beyond recognition, that's when the heroes step forward and create things, invent things, develop things that change the world. And that's what what's needed right now. If you have a vision for America 2.0, now's the time. Here's one. My plan for America 2.0: ban single-ply toilet paper, no one-lane highways, term limits on all government positions, tax incentives to be healthy and exercise, shorter work days, more time for families, and strike the sequel trilogy from Star Wars canon. Okay, Nettleton for 2032. I might vote for Nettleton. All right. I don't know. So all these people talking about America 2.0 because of Mark Cuban's tweet. I'm just going to move on. Let's see. Layla Jane. Happy birthday, Layla Jane. Who's Layla Jane? Who the fuck is Layla Jane? Okay, I hate to ask this during these horrible times, but could I get a couple of happy birthdays for my oldest grandbaby, Layla Jane? She's 8 today and gets it. Why her birthday won't be as big a deal, but it's still hard. Be well, everyone. You know, I feel you, Layla Jane. And happy birthday, young lady. My birthday's not going to be as big a deal this year either, but you know what? Just how it is. But you know what we decided to do? So instead of going to the cabin, see, here's the reason. We're going to our friend's cabin. We don't have a cabin, but we were going to go to our friend's cabin this weekend because they've been holed up there. My son, it's basically my son and his girlfriend and her parents are up at their cabin. We were friends with them before my son started dating their daughter. But anyway, we were going to go up there because they're isolated there and, staying away from people. And we were just going to go play Scrabble and whatever games. We're going to play Yahtzee and Scrabble and just play a bunch of board games. But then we thought, oh, wait a minute. They've been socially isolating, but Lady Boomer and I still have had to work. And so we have been out and about. And even though she and I have been very careful, we thought maybe it'd not be a good idea to go and be around people who have been isolated. And because even though we show no symptoms of anything, you just never know. Is there something that we could take with us? And also traveling 4 hours up the freeway, I'm not sure what the state patrol are going to be like. People traveling on the highways, and we just thought maybe we'll just stay home. So instead, what we're going to do is we're going to break out a Zoom window, and we're going to play Yahtzee via Zoom. So that'll be kind of fun. Anyway. But anyway, that's why Layla Jane is trending, and a lot of people responded. Good for them. This little girl, hopefully she has a happy birthday when she sees all these people saying happy birthday. Carnegie Hall is trending because gonna be a Bill Withers live at Carnegie Hall this morning. Oh, okay, yeah. His the album live at Carnegie Hall is amazing. But also the reason they're in there, Carnegie Hall projects $9 million in deficits, expects cuts next season. Oh, goodness gracious. Well, most people are doing it because Bill Withers live at Carnegie Hall is an amazing album. Can we get a hip hip hooray for here? I can add a little. There we go. That's good for the hip hip hooray too. I'd tell him no too. What? I forgot I turned 40. Oh, Straight Sith Mail. That's one of them. Okay, now I remember. PDawg, I'm about to get laid off soon. Oh, that sucks, man. That really sucks. I'm in that category of jobs that is essential. We're supply chain, so we've been moving a lot of boxes. Pretty much, we haven't. In fact, really, we haven't slowed down all our commercial shipments. Probably are a little lighter. Our residential shipments are a bit heavier. We're probably about the same as far as what we're doing. But yeah, for all of you are in that boat of, your job's kind of dormant for now, or you've laid off. It's funny because everyone's freaking out about the unemployment claims yesterday. Okay, it was double what they thought. 10 million unemployment claims in the last 2 weeks. And the thing is, there's a lot of occupations. A lot of occupations that if they're seasonal, you become unemployed when you're out of season, and then you get rehired at the beginning of the new season. And plus, I'm guessing that a lot of these people who are who are taking out, like, let's just take the restaurant job where I do deliveries over the lunch hour. They basically told half the employees that they're going to be cut, okay, because we don't need as many people. And what they said was, well, we will fire you so that you can collect unemployment, and then we'll rehire you when this whole this whole pile of crap is over, right? So I gotta imagine that's how it works. So of course we're gonna have just record numbers of unemployment claims. Plus, unfortunately, remember when Bernie Sanders got up and was bitching that the GOP are mad because someone might get an extra $600 on their unemployment than they would normally. Well, one of the problems that is going to create is some people who get laid off are going to be making more than they would before they were laid off with this new unemployment package they put in this bill for, this recovery bill. And so there's incentive to take the layoff rather than be employed in some cases. Now, not all cases, obviously. So, that's why there's so many claims, because people are saying, okay, do I take my boss's option to be laid off, or do I just hang in there and hope I get paid for the less work that I do? Or even if they get they're giving these small business loans so people can make their payrolls, but is it worth it for that if you can make more money being laid off? So it definitely good point. Yeah, Avocados Diablo, it definitely incentivizes firing people. So it's, I don't know. That's craziness. All right, moving on. Last couple here. Carnegie Hall, Bill Withers. Sam Hunt is trending in country music. Why is Sam Hunt trending? You'll see tweets. Okay, the fact that Sam Hunt just released an album after 5.5 years. Okay, he hasn't put an album out for a while. And apparently he dropped a new album, putting on cowboy boots on tonight, or my cowgirl boots on tonight. Well, you're not going to be wearing them at the bar, but you can wear them at home and do a boot scoot in the kitchen if you want. All right. And finally, trending last here is Max and Ruby. Show Max and Ruby, 7-year-old me, Ruby and Max. I don't know what this means. Max and Ruby. And once again, I can't fucking stress this enough. Ruby and Max. I am this iconic Max and Ruby episode of Masterpiece Chef's Kiss. Okay, I have no idea. Max and Ruby are a couple of bunnies, I guess, and they're trending, and I have no idea why. Y'all almost scared me. Had me thinking that Max Ruby tested positive for coronavirus. By the way, thank you for the hip hip hoorays. Who started it? Thank you, Richard. Richard started that. All you people doing the hip hip hooray and the happy birthdays. You just don't know how happy that makes me right now. I really appreciate that. Real quick, a couple thank yous. I think I got some notifications here. Thank you, Mitch the Ripper, Chi-Town J. Let's see, RVA, Skookum, Necrosaw Collins, and Maddie, Jay Wolf, Becca Fairley, all you people who tweeted out the show today, or retweeted out the show today, or did your own tweet of the show today, or however you do it, or hit the share arrow. That, you don't know how much that means to me. That really helps me out, and we've gained quite a few subscribers. Oh, because this is also the 600 subscriber special, and a lot of that is just because you guys helping me out by tweeting the show out, and I've gained a couple people, a couple people a week adds up really quick, and I can't thank you enough. I think that's it for today, guys. But there is a strong possibility now that we are not going up north, as they say in Minnesota. Since we're not going up north, I probably will stream tomorrow just for the heck of it, but probably for a short time. More of a traditional what's in the news stream and me bitching about the coronavirus people who are stupid. Anyway, thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing this particular birthday stream with me. Before you go, if you haven't done so already, hit the like button on the way out. And if you'd be so kind, if you haven't shared the stream out, you can do that by hitting the arrow down there that says share. Share it out on your favorite social media, or you can follow me on Gab, Minds, and Twitter at PDawg Night. I usually put notifications there. In fact, those are probably the more reliable notifications than YouTube is. But if you're not subscribed yet, the subscribe button down there, hit the bell so that you make sure you get notifications. That's it for today. Thank you for all the great birthday wishes. Thank you for the super chat, Mr. Donatella Nobody. Also the initials Double D. And y'all, my name is PDawg Night, and I'm out of here. Have a fantastic day. Bye-bye. Hey, this is PDawg Night, and thank you for watching today on the PDawg Night channel. If you have an observation or remark you'd like to make about this video or my channel, I absolutely welcome you to write it in the comment section down below. I really look forward to hearing from you. And before you go, if you like what you saw but you're not already subscribed, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and definitely click that bell that pops up afterward so you'll be notified when I post new videos or when we go live. I broadcast my live show, The Morning Night Live, Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 o'clock Central. A special thank you to all supporters of this channel who share our videos on social media and who make donations through the Streamlabs link, which is also in the description down below. Thanks again, and until next time, I'm PDawg Night, and I'm out of here.